Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Southern Scouser Football Manager Career Mode, and the next game up is Aston Villa away. So, just a quick recap of where we've been in the last couple of episodes. The last match we had was a Man United mauling 4-0 victory at Anfield, which was absolutely fantastic, probably the performance of the season. And yeah, as you can see, we've only actually not won two competitive matches this season, which was a home draw against Arsenal in the Premier League and an away draw against Slavia Prague in the Champions League. But since then, we've beat Leipzig, we've beat Shakhtar, so we're looking pretty at the top of our Champions League group, and we're also top of the Prem as well, albeit by a single point, but with that game in hand, which we are about to play. So, in terms of the team lineup, Wijnaldum is a little bit sort of needing a rest. Haaland as well. Gomez is not far off return for Kabak, hopefully, so that will be good going forward. Henderson needs a rest. Robertson needs a rest. And Chamberlain is still just not quite ready for a return yet. But yeah, it's looking much better than it was a few weeks ago. But rotation is going to be key, I think, here in terms of keeping everybody fresh. But yeah, I've had to bring in Milner and Jones into the midfield, which isn't really an issue. Semikas is going to come in at left back and Jota through the middle. So let's get straight on with the game. And fingers crossed we can keep up this quite incredible run that we've been on. The tactics seem to be working really well. Overlapping fullbacks, playing the ball over the top to the front three. So, you know, like you say, Villa have not been in great form. Only won one of their last five. So, you know, Grealish, Watkins, they're all good players. And in real life, as we're doing oh no, is that an own goal? I was just about to say, in real life, Liverpool got an absolute mauling. So compared to the Klopp versus the Southern Scouser, I couldn't do much worse. But Kabak has just, oh god, the amount of goals we conceded like that in this game. In real life, you know, 2 or 3 ridiculous deflections, 7 goals conceded that day. So I'm still confident it won't be quite as bad as that, but probably the worst start we could have asked for there. Kabak not exactly doing much to keep his place when Gomez is knocking on the door, is he? See if we can get back into this game nice and quickly. Curtis Jones over to Trent, into Salah. They work it well, and Salah, good save from Martinez, who has been absolutely superb, hasn't he, since he joined Aston Villa. And it's a great goal. It's Joel Matip. James Milner with a corner, Joel Matip with the header, and Liverpool equalise so quickly. Massive goal for Matip. Something we've missed this season, I feel. Centre-back scoring, you know, whether that be Matip, Gomez, or Van Dijk. Usually, we do get some goals from that position, but in real life this season, something we've really missed. You know, especially Van Dijk. You know, he's getting 3, 4, 5 goals a season, wasn't he? Which, you know, can equal 3 to 10 points really in terms of what games they come in. But yeah, it was great to see Matip get up there and leap. He's a big lad, so he's got that in his locker. Curtis Jones with a great run here down to Trent on the right hand side, into Salah. Cute little back heel, I think that was. Nothing there, but Grealish is now back on the attack for Villa. And there we go, Grealish to Watkins. That killer combo that we were losing to so often. Grealish with a fantastic run down the left-hand side. Does his marker, gets the ball across, and again, is that Kabak that loses his man? No, it's Jones this time that loses his man, and Watkins says thank you very much. Pretty sure Watkins got a hat-trick in this game in real life, so he's got one today. Liverpool again are going to have to come from behind. Even with a loss, we stay 1 point clear at the top of the table. But you know, you look at Aston Villa in 12th, 12 points from 9. You'd hope it's somewhere we can get a result. But it seems to be this kit is just not very lucky, is it? Let's have a look at the Liverpool formation. How we're getting on. Can't wait to get Gomez back in the team. I mean, I think he might even be on the bench. Might be able to bring him on at half time, get him some minutes. Yeah, he is. Might be able to bring him in. Kabak is struggling out there and on the yellow card. I think it might be a good idea. I think Gomez can definitely come in and do half a game at least. Hopefully he won't get an injury. Hopefully that shores up the defence just a little bit more, because another goal for Villa and we're going to be in big trouble. What else have we got on the bench? We've got a half kind of fit Haaland. We've got Shaqiri, could be a good option. He has been in the past for us, coming off the bench for some goals. Henderson in there as well. So we've got options. I say that next goal is really, really important. Tsimikas not having a good day at left back either, but probably looking to make the next sub in an attacking move rather than a defensive one. Time starts to tick away. Liverpool needing a goal back at least, I would say, for a draw. It would be nice to keep the unbeaten run going. A loss at Villa would be a shame after we've been on such a good run of form. I think Shaqiri for Salah is a no-brainer, the way he's been coming on off the bench. And do we get Henderson on, or do we go all out and just whack Haaland up top? I think maybe we do. Let's give Haaland 15 minutes to try and get us back in this game. So long ball forward to Mane. Jones loses possession. Looked pretty physical tackle, but the ref waves play on, and Tsimikas stops Traore, albeit for a corner. Here come the changes. So we've got Haaland and Shaqiri coming on together. I think we might even go very attacking. We've only 9 minutes to go, needing a goal at least. Not much to lose in this game now by going for it. We're already going to lose the game by the score. Ah, what a shame. Wasn't to be, was it, at Villa Park this season? Can we last gasp? It should have been. Tsimikas with a great ball into Haaland, who really should do better with the header. And Tyrone Mings shows you how it's done. 3-1. And Aston Villa have deserved their win today. Poor from Liverpool. The unbeaten run has gone. It's the worst possible start to this episode, but it just shows you I'm not restarting these games, guys. It is what it is. It happens, and I'm sticking with it. So Phillips looking to move on potentially as well. Maybe getting Kelleher alone as well. First choice keeper is obviously what we want him to be. Now we've got Adrian till the end of the season. And yeah, Liverpool lose their first game. Kelleher going off for a couple of months to play for Forest, so hopefully he'll get some game time there, because you know, even with Alisson and Adrian, it's not much point in knocking about in the reserves, is there? So yeah, disappointing result there. Obviously we've been on a fantastic run. We beat Man United 4-0, so you know, if you'd have offered me the points tally that we're on after 9 games, I would have taken it, of course. All good things must come to an end, at least. But Shakhtar next in the Champions League. You would hope, if we was to get a good result in this game, that should just about be us qualified, and then we might be able to rest a couple of players in the last 2 games. Let's see how we get on here. Chelsea in the weekend. The Premier League is just ferocious, isn't it? Every other week you've got a top 5-6 team, it seems. So Shakhtar away, and we shall see if we can get that. You know, if we can get 3 points in this game, we're already 3 points clear at the top of the table. If we can go 6 points clear, you know, that would be superb. So let's have a look at the team. Who's fit, who's not? We can already see Mane and Salah are struggling. So Jota, Shaqiri, Haaland going to make up the front 3 for this game. Curtis Jones is another one that needs to come out, but Wijnaldum's now had his rest. Fabinho, you would hope Henderson is ready. Yes, he is. Robertson can come in again for Tsimikas. Joe Gomez looks good to go, so he can come back in alongside Matip. And yeah, Naby Keita might even be worth a shout in this one. Get him in for James Milner in a box-to-box role. Henderson can play defensive midfield as well as Keita, but I find Henderson a bit more bite in that defensive midfield role when Fabinho's not in there. In terms of the bench, we've got not a lot to choose from, but we can at least make the 12. But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty strong. I mean, Trent is again struggling for fitness, but yeah, I mean, Milner maybe can go in there. Actually, that might make sense. I think that does make sense. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's pretty strong. All right, we've not got Mane and Salah, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Slowly but surely, the shoots are coming back. Okay, so As you can see there, there's the league, there's the live group table. So as it stands, we remain 3 points clear. So Leipzig Slavia is one to keep an eye on. Hopefully Slavia can get something from that game and we can pull away from Leipzig as well, because they look like the only other team that really are going to challenge us in terms of qualification. Obviously winning the group is always important, but just getting qualification confirmed first is massive. So Shaqiri with the corner. Jota sweeps up there, recycles the play well. He's brought down. Referee blows for a foul. He gives the penalty. VAR having a look. They waved it away. Oh no, they have. No, it's a penalty. So James Milner, I would imagine, steps up for this one. And he makes it 3 from 3 from the spot this season. Brilliant stuff. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Another nice lead in the Champions League. That puts us on 10 points as it stands. Shakhtar with a lot of work to do in terms of this group now. They're going to have to play Leipzig as well, which is going to be looks like the crunch game for qualification. And Slavia Prague at home, I think, are a different prospect than away. So let's have a look at the scores. It might be a bit more interesting. Yeah, Slavia at home to Leipzig this time. So they did get a draw with us at home. They did lose away to the other two teams in the group, but I think at home. Shakhtar equalised. Junior Moraes. Liverpool switched off there, really. Robertson looks like he's done too easily. Yeah, the cross comes in and it's a bit of a mess back there, to be honest. Can't see us having Van Dijk back there till next season, so it's going to be tough, but we'll see how the finances look in Jan. I can't see it being in a kind of levels where we can bring a centre back in. Not of that kind of quality, better than Gomez and Matip. It'll be a struggle. I think the summer is going to be where the business happens. You know, the likes of Wilson and Grujic, Minamino coming back from loans, where you're probably thinking we can move them on by 1 or 2 for the first team. It's a good little ball. It's Haaland. Oh, it's so superb. What a great ball from Matip over the top. And Haaland does what he does best. Back in the team. Back in the first 11. And it's a great finish. He keeps himself onside. Brings the ball down. I don't think he even brings the ball down. It looks like a first time finish with his left foot. Really good. That's exactly what we needed. So Slavia still holding Leipzig, which is good to see. Liverpool 2-1 up, and fitness-wise, we're looking okay. There's no one particularly in too much trouble. Shakhtar looking to get back in this game for a second time. It's good pressing from Haaland. Pushes it back to the goalkeeper. Do manage to play their way out eventually. It's a good ball from Tete to Tyson. Switching the play well. And Marcos Antonio, I should say, with an absolute screamer of a goal. Leipzig take the lead, so it's not a good minute for us in this group. Goals against us in both games. What a finish. Absolutely outrageous goal. Liverpool starting to concede a little bit too often for my liking at the moment, but hopefully it's not going to become a theme. What's happened here? Referee's reviewing the footage of something. Was it a free kick or a pen? Difficult to tell. Penalty review. Are we going to get another one? No, not this time. I thought it was asking a lot to get 2 pens go your way. So 2-2, not ideal. Not with Leipzig winning as well. Can we make some changes maybe? Diogo Jota showing a little bit of wear and tear now. Maybe Mane for him. I think maybe Salah for Shaqiri as well. And yeah, it's alright for now. Shakhtar looking for the winner now. If we was to lose this game, this group is blown wide open. Shakhtar are really on the attack once more. It's a good little block from Gomez. Again, Shakhtar looking dangerous. Hopefully Mane and Salah will give them something to think about. We can get Jones on for Wijnaldum as well. Did we go attacking, or I think maybe we take the draw away at least. We've still got Slavia at home, which should be 3 points. So you get 5 subs in Europe. don't think it's the worst result in the world. You draw your away games and win your home, you should go through. Looking like another game we're not going to win. Shakhtar on the attack late here in added time. Tete, and it's not. It's Juno Moraes. And Shakhtar, against all the odds, take the lead. Liverpool really now staring defeat down the barrel. Oh no. A game I felt we were in control of, we've somehow thrown away. And as I say, look at this now. 3 teams on 7 points after 4 games. This group is wide open again. Join me in a moment for the Chelsea match. I'll see you soon. Hi everyone, welcome back, and it's the Chelsea game. Liverpool looking to bounce back from 2 defeats now in a row, Aston Villa and Shakhtar Donetsk. And yeah, it doesn't get much more tricky than a trip to Stamford Bridge, does it? Haaland again struggling to play 2 games in a week, which is disappointing to see him struggling with his fitness. He needs a rest again, but most other team members are coming back in again. We've got a pretty good back 4, midfield 3, the trident that was so successful in that title-winning team, and Mane and Salah back on the wing with Jota again a good option through the middle. So we've got options again on the bench as well. Keita, Haaland, Jones, Milner, Shaqiri. So it's all coming together again. Chamberlain not too far away from a return as well. So a lot better than it looked at the start, but still a lot of work to do in terms of this squad. I feel next summer. I think there's a lot of improvement we could do depending on the budget that we can get. But surely he's not. Robertson with a ridiculous challenge on Rudiger, going absolutely nowhere. Takes his legs, and it is a penalty. Jorginho most likely steps up. And Alisson makes a good save. Well, I don't know what Robertson was thinking about there, challenging Rudiger like that. There's not going to be a lot of quality in the cross from a centre back. So ridiculous challenge. Liverpool survive an early scare. Mane with a great run down the left. Runs out of play pretty much. Liverpool with a massive let-off though. Jorginho, usually so good from the spot. Alisson with a great save. Again with the early kick-off in this game, so maybe better to look at the league table rather than the latest scores. Chelsea are closest rivals at the minute, so a pretty big game. If we was to lose this, Chelsea would leapfrog us to the top of the table. So again, you'd probably say a draw here would be a good result, especially after a couple of losses as well, just to kind of stop the rot. Not quite the Liverpool form in real life of 6 home defeats on the bounce yet, so hopefully we can turn this round. Chelsea with good possession again. Ziyech, Rudiger look like he's playing at right back into Ziyech. It's a decent ball to be fair, and Alisson with a couple of saves. Approaching half time, Chelsea definitely look the more likely at the moment. Liverpool yet to really come out the blocks. Keep an eye on the time and the fitness, but it might be Haaland who we introduce in the second half. At least we haven't got 21 different centre-back pairings back there yet. We've had a few, but not quite that many. Gomez and Trent linking up well there. Mo Salah through to Jota. Out to Trent. Oh, decent chance. Henderson, I believe it was, just over the bar. But yeah, as it stands, I would take the draw happily at Stamford Bridge to keep us top of that table. I know it puts the chasing Arsenal and United within touching distance if they was to win their game this afternoon, but we're going to have easier games than this at the moment. It currently looks like the most difficult game of the lot as the league table stands. Man City's still really struggling, which is quite bizarre, and Tottenham all the way down in 15th, so very different type of season they're having. Chelsea again looking to dominate the ball really. Can we hit them on the counter with Jota and Mane? Mane with a chance. Oof. Henderson starting to struggle in that midfield. We've got Keita who's more than capable of stepping in there, and I think it might be Haaland time as well. Obviously we've only got the 3 subs in the Premier League, so I might just hold off on one just in case we get an injury It's always the way in Football Manager. You'll make 3 subs and 10 minutes left. You'll have someone that can't continue and end up down to 10 men, which is not something we want to do with Salah with a ridiculous effort, but unlucky this time. Robertson is the latest one that's starting to struggle. Wijnaldum as well now. Mane as well. It's really looking at... Yeah, Salah. I mean, Shaqiri is the obvious choice, isn't he? If we're looking for a winner. If it's for Salah or for Mane, probably looking at putting him over there, to be honest. He's left-footed after all. Been a tough game for Liverpool. A lot of people struggling for fitness at the moment, but if this was to end 0-0, I would have taken that all day long. And there you go. One for Jay if you're watching. 0-0 draw there. Keeps Liverpool top of the table. And we now have Slavia Prague in that game I mentioned. We're at home to Slavia, which has been 3 points for the other 2 teams in this group. Obviously, Leipzig and Shakhtar will be playing each other. So they both can't get points. So if we was to move to 10 points, only one team can follow us to 10 with 1 game remaining. So it's a big chance to get really, put us in a really favourable position for that last match day. So catch me then, guys. I'll see you in a moment. Hi everyone, welcome back. And it is a big week for Liverpool. Slavia Prague in the Champions League, Everton at the weekend in the Premier League, and we've also drawn Everton in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. So a Merseyside derby double coming very shortly. In terms of the lineup, again, we're pretty good, apart from Trent, who again looks like he's just a little bit jaded, but pretty much full strength other than that. And with the 5 subs, hopefully we can make all 5 in this game, just ahead of that Merseyside derby at the weekend, if we manage to get a good early lead. But really a massively important game that we need to have. Anything less than a victory would just be catastrophic in this group stage. You can see Shakhtar and Leipzig play each other in the other game, which is one to keep an eye on. But Liverpool need to get their own work done first. It's a great start. Haaland through to Mane, who makes absolutely no mistake, and it's the perfect start for Liverpool. Haaland and Mane linking up beautifully there. 1-0 already. And we shall keep an eye on Leipzig, who look, they're just 0-0 currently in that game. So I'm going to keep an eye on Liverpool, because anybody that gets any kind of knock or starts to struggle fitness-wise is going to be coming off, hopefully, in this game pretty early on. Salah through to Fabinho. Wijnaldum should have released it earlier. Robertson, Mane, is it the post and across the line? Almost doubles his own and Liverpool's lead. Liverpool looking to really put this game to bed in the first sort of half hour or so. Mo Salah into Haaland is 2-0, and how funny is it that Slavia Prague can be so strong at home, yet so weak away? 2-0 up already. Mo Salah, Gomez almost getting his first goal of the season. So we'll keep an eye on the Liverpool team. Anybody that is yellow or red, I'm going to try and bring off in this game, because one more goal should just about put this one to bed. Leipzig actually are behind at home to Shakhtar, which really does put the cat amongst the pigeons now. Shakhtar joint top with Liverpool, and I believe we play Leipzig last game of the season, so they may need to win. Last game of the group, I should say. They may need to win to go through. And if Shakhtar get a result against Slavia, we might need to avoid defeat. So it's a real grandstand finish in this group stage as it stands. If anything, I think we want Leipzig to win that game, because Shakhtar, level on point. I mean, maybe a draw would be better actually in that game, but it's going to go down to the wire. The final match day, the final minute could decide it. So Robertson over the top to Mane again, then cuts inside. Decent save in the end. But yeah, I mean, I think Shakhtar's last game is Slavia, so you'd expect them to finish on 13. So really, anything but a win against Leipzig for us. We could be looking at second place in the group after that shock defeat to Shakhtar, which was a huge moment. You know, even a 2-2, they would have been, they would have been on what, 8 points. We'd have been on 11. It's so huge. The fine margins, but make such a difference. So Mane and Salah, I think, are going to have to come off just to give them a little bit of a rest for that big game we have at the weekend. Jota and Shaqiri, very suitable replacements. Wijnaldum also is looking at a little bit jaded, as is Robertson, so I think Tsimikas, Matip, is it a potential penalty? Looks like it is. Someone's got their arms raised in the box. It is. So Milner to put this game to bed, and we can really start making these changes. And he does. He makes it 4 from 4 from the spot. James Milner, would you expect anything less from the man? So we're looking at Robertson for Tsimikas. We're looking at, I think, probably Keita for Gini, and Fabinho and Henderson are probably going to be one of those two next. I mean, either of them can play in CDM, so whichever one we take off will probably start the next one. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Curtis Jones for Hendo, I think. And that's the 5, I believe. That's one. Yeah, that's the 5 changes. So you would hope from here we should be able to see this game out now. And some good minutes, and Tsimikas with his first goal of the season. What a start for him! Excellent stuff to see Tsimikas involved that much. It's great to see him involved and actually get on the score sheet. 4-0 to Liverpool, and hopefully he can work his way into this team a little bit more, because it's been a bit of a shut up shop from Robertson in terms of just no one else can come anywhere near him. But Trent getting a well-deserved rest as well in this game. So yeah, it's good. We're 4-0 up. We're resting players. We're getting a positive result, and Shakhtar, as I was just about to check the score, take a 2-0 lead. So yeah, you would expect. I think they must play Slavia last, because I'm sure we played Shakhtar twice and Slavia twice. So we must have. I think that might be a red card. It is. Yeah, we must have Leipzig last. I can't remember if it's home or away though. But yeah, a game where really we might need to avoid defeat to go through. It's going to be a grandstand thing. Imagine if we didn't go through the Champions League group stage and ended up in the Europa League. Goodness me. All from that defeat to Shakhtar and that silly draw, really, of the first game of the season. First match day of the season in this competition with Slavia. Looks like a big couple of points dropped in that one. Tsimikas again on the attack. Works it well, and it's worked its way through to Diogo Jota. Yeah, 5-0 up. I mean, this will help. I mean, I know goal difference isn't particularly massive in the Champions League anymore, because it's all about head-to-head. So really, it's all about the result we get in that next game anyway. But Leipzig get one back in that match. It looks like a second red card for Slavia Prague. It's not been a good day, but it's not going to make a lot of difference, really. Not long to go in this game anymore. Keita on the attack, and that should be all she wrote. So a 5-0 win for Liverpool. Shakhtar look like they got the result that they wanted. Let's just have a quick check. So Shakhtar have qualified because Leipzig and Liverpool play each other. So Shakhtar are through regardless. Whether that's first or second remains to be seen. We're away to Leipzig in that last game. What a huge week this is for Liverpool. Everton in the Premier League, a game that we lost in real life 2-0, and Leipzig in the Champions League. So catch me soon. Hi guys, welcome back. And Liverpool will play Everton in the Merseyside derby. In terms of players, Fabinho and Haaland need a rest after playing 90 minutes or so in that game in midweek. Chamberlain's still not quite ready. Thiago starting to come back in the next few weeks. Keita I've brought into the midfield. So yeah, here we go. 2-0 loss in real life in this game for Liverpool, but I believe Arsenal have actually nabbed the lead in the table after our draw with Chelsea. You can see the form's not been as good as previous. Those back-to-back defeats, and yeah, Arsenal do indeed lead the way in the Premier League after 10 games, which I can imagine Arsenal fans would be delighted with it in real life. At Liverpool, again, the early kickoff, so the table really more relevant than the latest scores in that side of the things. A lot of angry faces on the Liverpool back line. Not too sure why that is. Yeah, Everton are currently sitting 5th, so can put themselves back into contention for that top 4 spot with a good result here. Trent finds Mo Salah with the goal, 1-0. It's number 10 for the season, and Mo Salah again, he might have his doubters, might have his haters, but he does what he does. He scores consistently. Liverpool go back to the top of the league, albeit preliminary, but Arsenal obviously have to win their game in hand to retake the lead in this table, and I'm sure they'll have more tricky fixtures coming up. They did actually get a draw at Anfield as well, so have been... Oh god, Calvert-Lewin one-on-one now. I thought that might be a goal, but Alisson just about gets to it. Again, a good play from Liverpool here. Henderson in that CDM role, and Sadio Mane unlucky. Salah looking a bit tired already. Wijnaldum to Robertson. Into Mane. Next goal is a big one. Yeah, Salah really struggling out there, little. Mane as well. Henderson. They've played a lot of games lately, and there's not been a great deal of rotation, so it is starting to eat into them, but we've got a lot of players coming back, and maybe I can start resting a couple here and there. I was hoping the Champions League may be a position to do that, but after the defeat to Shakhtar, that was quickly no longer the case. So here we go. Trent into Mane. It's 2-0 to Liverpool, and a good win over the old rivals is always welcome. See, we haven't had a win in the Premier League for a couple of games, so good to get back to winning ways as quickly as possible. Matip unlucky with the header. We are missing Van Dijk, of course, but Matip and Gomez looking a lot more solid today. So Richarlison here, he's got a lot to do, but he's done well. Mane makes the challenge. Finds its way to Robertson, who finds Mo Salah, who makes it 3-0. And again, it might be time to rest just one or two players that are looking to start to struggle. Curtis Jones, I feel, could be one of them. Just the players that I know have played a lot of football. Shaqiri again. Salah's not going to be... I know he's on a hat-trick, but... Oh, see we... I think we might keep Salah on. He's on a hat-trick against Everton. It's not often that happens. Maybe Shaqiri for Mane. We'll give Salah the opportunity to get a hat-trick in the Merseyside derby, because I can't imagine he'd be particularly pleased being brought off in this game. Although there is a big game coming up. So here's Mo Salah again. He finds Shaqiri, but not this time. Henderson. Richarlison with a pretty blatant foul. Can we probably bring off Henderson? I think we probably can. And who have we got on the bench? We've got James Milner, can easily do a job there. Put Keita back in there as well. That's pretty good. So 3 subs have been made. 3-0 up. And albeit a very miraculous comeback from Everton. 3 points in the bag. Jota here with Milner. It's a great run from Milner. Into Trent, into Salah. Oof, looking for his hat-trick. Did not have the heart to take him off. Shaqiri with a decent ball in. Gomez currently on a yellow card, but wins the ball back well. Shaqiri. Again, speculative effort, but nothing doing. This will be the final game in the episode, guys. Can we end it on a high? Curtis Jones, oof. Salah is obviously looking pretty tired now, but you know, we can't rest everybody every week. We'll have a fresh Mane at least. Haaland as well hasn't featured, so it's almost like Liverpool's team can only play about 75 minutes before they're all dead, and then the next game, none of them are ready to play. But it's thick and fast with this Champions League group stage, and fingers crossed, over once we get the group stage done, that the games will slow down a bit. But we know in the Premier League that the Christmas schedule is almost more relentless than having a European football alongside it. So Curtis Jones cuts in for Jota. Should score. It'd be great to have 5 subs in the Prem, I feel. I know we did we have for a little while during first COVID, I believe we did, but reverted back to the 3 subs now. So 3-0 then, guys. Puts us back to the top of the table, and an absolutely huge season-defining Champions League match to come against Leipzig. So catch me then. I will see you soon. Take care.